What's going on? Welcome to Pick Central. I'm your host, Hubs, alongside Chris Clemmer.
Yes.
Rat Race extraordinaire Chris Clemmer.
That's right.
We got to have joining us at some point soon. Mutt is going to be on the TV.
Hello.
Mutt,
Hello.
I hear Mutt. I
Hello.
don't see Mutt.
Hello. Hello.
There we go. I see Mutt.
Mutt's here.
Hey, what's up?
Phil and Liam on the ones and twos. Rolling in here on a Wednesday. Super Bowl week.
Woo.
Getting closer and closer. Don't want to talk too much Super Bowl. We're gonna talk some, but I'm saying tomorrow's a big prop day, I think, and then Friday the extravaganza. You gotta spread it out in some way.
I will say though, I'm not.
We'll
here,
get to it.
I'm not here Thursday, so I'll
we're
have some
gonna get
props
to
at the
some
end of the
props.
show. And Mutt, if you have some props at the end of the show, you can
Yeah.
do them with me.
It's just interesting to space it out.
That's fine.
You don't want to do too much on Wednesday. Then
I know tomorrow is going to be like a wall to wall.
Thursday will be wall to wall. Tomorrow will be wall to wall with props. We're gonna do a big prop day. Before we get into anything. Let's talk about DraftKings. Super Bowl 60 deserves a sportsbook built for the moment. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Super Bowl 60, puts you right in the center of the biggest game of the year. Anything can happen during the Super Bowl, and DraftKings has your back with early exit. If your player goes down the first half, you get paid in cash when your bet settles. No bonus bets, no waiting. While other sportsbooks don't offer injury protection, DraftKings covers the first half, even the second quarter, and early exit works on live bets too. Pre-game or in-game, DraftKings has you covered. New to DraftKings, new customers can bet for just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code PICKCENTRAL. That's code PICKCENTRAL to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Ev is here. We got trades to talk about.
Yeah, big
Trades are fun.
Trades are fun.
NBA trades are fun. When they're like blockbusters, like we got 2 yesterday.
Yeah.
A lot of fun just to break down. One we obviously knew was coming, or we're expecting to happen, unless it fell apart. The other one completely blindsided us. Let's talk with the biggest one, impact-wise, towards this season. James Harden, officially a Cleveland Cavalier. A hilarious landing spot for just James Harden, if you just know the player and his personality and all that. Going from L.A. to Cleveland. Darius Garland goes back to the Clippers. With a second-round pick involved? Was there a swap of second-round
pick?
Right.
Second.
Yeah, so break it all down there. I actually, people are making fun of, had the Cavs change this winning attitude, become a real playoff contender, and you're hilariously adding James Harden, who is a known playoff flopper. That's the obvious way, I think, to look at it. I actually really like it for the Cavs.
Me too.
I think it's an awesome move to, Mitchell is now going to be off the ball. In a 2-guard role. Harden's going to run point. Apparently Mitchell was really advocating for Harden.
Yes.
And man, a pick and roll with Mobley and Allen, and we'll see if Allen stays. I know he's been in some trade talks, but the pick and roll game with those two guys, with Harden, I know he's not the best defensive player in the world by any means, but their offense, I think, gets a big jolt of electricity with this move.
Sounds like Mitchell really wanted this to happen. I think Mitchell had really soured on Garland. It seems
How
like.
can you not? Garland's never healthy, and when he is, he's not even
I guess it was.
I don't know.
And I think Garland kind of felt a similar way. It's just reading some of the reports afterwards. Like with Mitchell, I don't think maybe those two guys just really weren't a good match to play well together. And I do think this Cavs team we saw the ceiling. I don't think this team had any real chance of winning anything. Maybe they sneak out of the East and if everything breaks their way, but this, I think, gives them a much better shot at that.
They are now the favorites to come out of the East, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
They are.
Yeah.
After the trade, Vegas liked the trade for them.
Which I thought was up. Listen, I clearly like the trade for them.
I do
That
too.
feels like a bit of an overreaction to just hop them over the Pistons. But I also, it really improved the team in my opinion. So
I don't think the gap was that big to begin with.
it might not have been.
It's crazy. Now after this trade, I mean, the Pistons, Knicks, Cavs, Celtics are basically all the same, essentially.
Yeah.
They're within
And you got the Sixers in there too.
Sixers are there too.
Yeah, for sure.
Sixers.
I know.
Knicks and Cavs are both plus 320. Knicks are Pistons plus 360. Celtics plus 380. So they're basically all the same price.
Who's tied with the Cavs?
Knicks.
Knicks.
Right now on DraftKings Live, they're both plus 320. Cavs and Knicks.
And what are the Pistons again, Matt? I'm sorry.
Out of the East,
360.
plus 360.
Huh. All right.
Celtics plus 380. So,
All right.
like Ev said, they're all right there, and that to me makes some sense right now.
Listen, man, I really like the trade. We'll see. Harden
There is a negative element
But you
to
admit the
trade.
risk, though, right, Hubs? Like you're talking about the upside of this. Like as someone who's rooting against the Cavs and wants a different team to win the East, like the it's high risk, high reward. Like absolutely, this night could propel them now out of the East. it could also implode. That rant that the play-by-play guy had the other night on Harden was like dead on. This guy he's gotten everything he wanted for like a decade, and he's not being able to put it together. So why will it be different in Cleveland?
That's fair.
You're also losing 10 years of life here. Like, you're getting 10 years older with
right. But this is obviously a win now move.
I get it, but
I'm just not a big Garland guy.
I'm not either.
And I think the reason I like the trade so much, obviously, like it's going to help the offense. But it feels weird to say this because Harden's like not a good defender at all.
No.
But I think the combo defensively of Garland, Mitchell in the backcourt could never work.
I think you're right.
Two small guards who can't defend, like they don't work together. They never win together. You have like Harden at least gives you a little more size.
Yeah.
And he's a better passer, better facilitator. I think he'll just make the offense better.
I like the trade a lot. I just can understand if someone's like, well, you did get older with a guy that can check out at times. I get those concerns.
It's
but I do like the trade.
It's the mix of like like you said, like you're losing the youth. But Garland, you don't know how, like, say he plays well, then his stock could go up. But he makes, I think, over $40 million the next couple of years.
Yes.
I think Harden just has a player option, I believe.
Mm-hmm. A player option is going to opt out of, and Harden wants a 2-year, $80 million extension.
So that's what he could even become like not a dump, but if it just doesn't work out, then you're just, I don't know what their tax situation is.
The salary
if they're freeing up money.
I almost think that they're going to give him the extension, and then basically the salaries are a wash.
Well, probably.
And you're stuck with Harden paying him $40 million when he's 38 years old.
But it's short term, though.
But still, are you paying him $40 million when he's 38? When Mitchell's in his prime. That's
the window you're looking at here with Donovan Mitchell.
That's tough.
The other thing, I think James Harden's kind of a good guy in this because he basically told the Clippers, it's like, if you're not going to extend me, just trade me for something because we're not winning anything this year.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of
It's an interesting move, though, because the Clippers have been so hot.
They're hot, but at the same time, like, are you winning a title?
You need to look yourself in the mirror and be like, yeah, this is
Cleveland
great.
winning a title with this. No.
Well, you have a
They might be able to get out of the East, yeah.
Correct. But they're not. I don't think they're going to.
They're in a
But
better
also-
spot than Clippers.
And also,
Way better.
look at the Pacers
Yes,
last year, right?
yes.
The Pacers come out of the East and they take the Thunder to 7. And if Howie doesn't pop his Achilles, they might win the title.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why I
not
don't think-
if it ends in butts.
Right,
But I think you're looking at it too much as like if you're not the Thunder, you can't win.
Right.
Like, what's the point?
I think
you can't have that mindset because it's just like he just said. The Pacers showed clearly it's not the case.
Well, it is the case that they lost. So
Denver also showed.
So they were just unbeatable. They went
No,
to
I didn't say that. But
went to three game sevens.
Right, which is wonderful. But the Thunder did still win. Like all that flies fly forever. It doesn't matter.
You gotta call it
But
games,
you have this mindset of like no one else could
I think
win.
that,
Like,
I think
what's
that
the point?
mindset is
like
someone is so
What
dominant.
team should go for it besides the Thunder, in your opinion? Because you think everyone has no chance.
Denver. I think I don't hate this trade for Cleveland because you're kind of in for a penny and for a pound a little bit. So like, all right, this at least gives you a shot, and then maybe you're praying for sprained ankles in the finals. But like, I don't really know if anybody in the East, like, you got to be careful. So here's my thing with this: you got to be careful mortgaging the future because the present isn't super likely.
But I don't think
You
they
gotta
mortgage
be-
the
They're not
future.
mortgaging the future.
Like
They didn't give a
Garland's not.
Well,
No, you did get 10 years older.
But they
that's not- but you
they
didn't
wanted to
mortgage
move
your
off of
future.
Garland. They didn't like Garland.
I understand, but they did trade away a player for a guy that's much older.
But they got a better player.
So,
But it's not just
Clemmer, who's the better player, 36-year-old James Harden or 26-year-old Darius Garland?
today. Harden.
And
why you
then
make the
a
trade.
year from now, what's the answer going to be?
I don't know.
It's not gonna be Garland.
Probably
I think over the next 2 years, it still might be Harden.
think
I don't
Garland,
know.
too.
But here's the deal, though. With Garland, though, with bird rights, you can extend him. You can.
Do you
You're not.
want to extend
but they
him?
don't want to.
I'm saying that that possibility at least is on the table. With Harden, it's not. That window's much shorter.
Agreed.
But I think they're okay with that.
Yeah.
I understand. I like the trade. I understand why they did the trade. I like the trade. I get it. But there has to be some sort of thing in the back of your mind being like, all right, let's be careful here because what is the ultimate goal and can we achieve that goal?
But I think this is them being careful because they didn't give up a haul of draft
I agree.
picks, and they give up a player that they
I like
stopped
this
believing
trade,
in,
but
so.
Ev asked me generally, what should teams do? And I think generally teams should be really careful mortgaging the future when you have a very, very, very tiny chance of winning a title.
But that's why I just pushed because this wasn't mortgaging the future at all.
Right.
I guess it's more just weird to see what happened last year, and still just be like basically no one has a chance but OKC. Mm-hmm. Like OKC, like because you would have said the Pacers had no chance and everyone would have been wrong.
Yeah, I did
They
say.
were literally.
I did say. Like,
I'm saying they were
honestly,
this close to beating them, so I just feel it's
close.
disingenuous to be like, nah, but they didn't.
They didn't though.
But it's.
I mean, you could have a future in the Pacers and it wouldn't have paid out. So it didn't.
See, but you're being
like,
you're being like
I'm not being. I'm not.
They showed that the Thunder
you're being
can
meek.
be.
You're being meek.
I'm
right
not
now,
being
but
meek.
You are. You are.
I can say you're being meek.
Like, look how close they were. Like, just say,
Had the Thunder on their heels.
But they didn't.
We're close.
They didn't win, so they should have just punted.
The Pacers played way better than I thought they would the NBA Finals for sure, but they didn't win though.
But they showed that.
Send a
And I
message
think
to
the
others.
Thunder, and I think the Thunder are going to keep getting better as
Because they won the title and they're
roster
first in the West right now.
No, because you have young players maturing. This isn't a team. This is a team on the upside, not on the downside.
But you never know what can happen.
That
Of course,
Pacers.
you never know, but you can't run a team like that.
That Pacers effort doesn't send the message to other teams that, like, we can't go toe to toe with this team.
I don't know. You could argue the parade in Oklahoma City is like maybe we can't.
I would disagree.
Okay.
I would.
Well, then you can run your team the way you, and like I say, I'm willing to bet here on the show. I said
I would say
I'll take the Thunder versus the field.
If you were the GM of most
believe that
NBA
strongly.
teams, I imagine you would just blow up every team.
I would blow up a lot of teams.
Yeah, then that's why. Yeah, that's why.
And so you never accomplish anything.
Yeah.
Well, no, you would because you got to wait for your moment, and then you strike.
Oh, but by
Just
your,
like the Thunder
by
did.
your definition, the Thunder are here to stay forever. So your moment's in 2 decades.
No, not forever. No.
Well, how long's their window then? If they're a young team getting better, how long
5
do you have to
years?
wait for
With all those picks
5 years? You're gonna wait for 5 fucking years?
With all those picks they have, I think you got to plan for. I think you got to plan for the back end of that.
We're planning for 2034 right now.
Where all GMs will probably have their jobs
If you have a chance to win the East, you can't think like that, Clemmer. You have a chance to get out of the East and get to the finals. You cannot wait a half a decade until Garland's gone and Mitchell's gone and you have all different teams.
I like this trade for Cleveland. I'm saying for teams, Ev asked me, generally speaking, I think you got to be really careful mortgaging the future when you have an absolute juggernaut sitting there.
But there are also other teams in the West that can beat the Thunder.
What's that?
There are other teams in the
There
West.
are.
So, like, they might do your job for you.
They could. San Antonio, for instance, is in a really good spot for the future. Denver is
right.
So nice job. No, there's teams out there for sure. If you're in the East, especially though, it's like
listen. I'm not. Listen. Yeah, the Hawks, right? I'm not saying for the Hawks to mortgage their future. I'm not saying for the Hornets to mortgage their future. But there's upper echelon teams in the East that I have no problem, like the Cavs, going for it right now.
I don't.
Especially for
what they gave up. I said once again, I like the trade. I'm talking generally. Ev asked me generally. That's why I said that.
I just disagree so wholeheartedly with this, like.
Right, but you're also against like tanking in general. Like you wanted the Giants to win these games that ended up,
No, I didn't.
Costing. No, you did for most of the year until the last 2 weeks. Yes, you did. You said it on the show. You argued with Meek about it.
You did.
I know.
Yeah, but I'm saying the last 2, I didn't.
Right, but you did up until then when it was clearly the Giants were
you should have kept rooting for them to win because that's why we won.
You were rooting for this culture thing with a coach that was on his interim coach. There was no culture you had.
It's no culture.
Those games.
Well, so it's no culture. It's the quarterback.
Your franchise would have been better off with losing those games.
So I want to.
It's the quarterback. It was about the. Also, you just leapfrog sports there.
No, but I'm saying your philosophy is you're against tanking.
Well, I'm against. Well, I think basketball and football tanking also can be different.
Sure.
Because in basketball, I think it's much like it's not as physical. There's not as much of a. It's also the season's much longer. Oh, and also it's a lottery. So so I guess you have both sides of it. Like in NBA, tanking doesn't even guarantee you the high draft pick.
It guarantees you top 5 pick. Realistically, in this class, like a top difference between 1 and 5 isn't like that stark because there's so many good prospects.
Every class is different. But you're right, Meek. Yeah.
I mean, this class compared to others.
In NBA or NFL?
NBA.
Yeah.
In this particular class.
This is a good class, I feel like.
Great class.
So it's not. There is more incentive to be the worst. I want to give a shout out to Radio Critic 7799 for tweeting to the show. Let's show the message. Chris Clemmer, just stop talking basketball. Garland has a terrible extension already. You don't watch the sport or don't understand it. So fucking bad at doing this show. LOL.
Why do you always pull up that? So that guy obviously doesn't like me.
That could have been anything. He just pulled up tweets that tag us, so that could have said anything.
No. There's plenty of tweets that go out during the show that do tag us that he doesn't pull up. He always pulls up this guy.
It's hilarious to pull that up.
I know.
Well, I will make more of an effort to tag. To show more people to tag us.
That's fine, I guess.
Tag Apex Central to be featured on the show.
What was the point of pulling that up, Meek?
I kind of agree with this point. Garland did have a terrible extension.
You don't think I watched? Okay, I just said this guy obviously maybe has some hearing problems. We said earlier that Garland was extended for 2 more years. We talked about that on this show. So what did I say wrong there? What was erroneous about what I said? You pulled it up, Meek. So now you're on the hook.
Oh, no, I just wanted to show it.
because someone was shitting on me.
Yeah.
Let's pull up all the tweets that shit on you all
Go
the time.
for it, yeah.
No, about how
there's some slurs in there, so I'm not going to bring those up.
We should bring them up. Let's bring up all the things that are negative about you all the time.
Okay.
When people say that you're a cowardly virgin that lives at home.
Yeah, I have no...
Or when people say that you're a bitch and you're afraid of things, and you would you wouldn't write the word Braves out. You would have an asterisk in the word. No, I'm asking you. Remember when you wouldn't write the word Braves?
Yeah.
You would have an asterisk because you're so afraid. Like you're afraid of putting your last name out there because you're afraid of people apparently coming at you and attacking you. When you're afraid of going to the Apple store because you're afraid you're going to be jumped. Yeah. Let's talk about all the things that keep you up at night. All the things you're afraid of. And let's start. But you know what happens? I don't bring those things up because I'm not like you. I'm not a pathetic loser who needs to find other people attacking his coworkers and bring them up. Do you see the difference now? Do you see why everyone in this office hates you for shit like that? This is why everyone in the office hates you. That and you have bad breath. Those are the two reasons.
Meek, I don't hate you.
Keep bringing it up.
I don't hate you, Meek.
It's fun when you.
I also did forget that it's hysterical.
Meek.
Meek thought he was going to get jumped.
Don't work with Meek every day, much. Shut the fuck up.
Thought he was going to get jumped at 3 p.m. on a Saturday.
You guys doesn't understand
on a Friday.
sarcasm, so it's fine.
In this part of Manhattan, which is
that kind of shit, like pulling that shit up, that's why.
It's fun when you can sit back and you just know you're part of a Viva clip. It's just
just taking it in.
It's just going to be out there.
That's why, Meek.
All right, so that was good.
Answer your question, Meek?
All right, so we got another trade to talk about.
We do.
Jaren Jackson. This one came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Jazz was unexpected.
Now, I had an initial thought about this that I'm now pushing back on and slept on it. But I get it now for the Jazz. Like, at first I was like, why are the Jazz doing this? Like, you're a 15-win team, seemingly going nowhere. It's the same team every year. But when you see, like, the core they have now and where Jaren Jackson fits with that team, it kind of makes, like, all right, here come the Jazz. Maybe next year you're a playoff team. When you look at the young core they have, it's like there's something here. This can work, and Jaren Jackson's obviously an elite defender.
The West is so good. I think was this the time to pull the chips? I don't know.
But what's going to happen is the script's already written, fellas. Best player in the country. Where does he go? Out of nowhere. Non-basketball power. He goes to BYU.
Yep.
Huh. It's in Utah. The Jazz are in Utah. Guy that many talk about, maybe he's the number one pick. Maybe it's Darren Peterson. Who knows? Silver works his magic. They pull the lottery ball. Utah Jazz get the number one pick. DeBanza stays Utah. Boom. That's your big three. DeBanza, Markkanen, Jaren Jackson. The script's already written, folks.
Okay.
The script's already
that
written.
Works out. That would be great for Utah.
And also, I mean, you want to talk about the size of that three, your front court?
Dude, you can't.
You're going Markkanen, Jackson, fucking DeBanza. They all can shoot.
Well, Kessler.
To your point, Ev, like you mentioned, the top of the NBA draft looks really good. Like
very good.
Let's say,
even if they go Peterson,
that's what I mean.
Great guard.
Your script is perfect, but they can get any of the top 2 or 3 guys and put them with the 2 they have now. And I'm not saying they're 3 top 30 players right away, but you could say a year from now, 2 years from now, they have 3 top 30 players. That's their core. And I've seen Danny Ainge do this, man. This is what Danny does. He trades all the assets that aren't like the elite, and he gets that core and builds it. That's why I thought that trade was yesterday. I liked it from the jump.
Well, also, 2 of the picks are from the 2027 draft.
Yeah.
So that's not like in the trade going to Memphis.
Memphis has 13 first-rounders over the next 7 years.
Right, but that 2027 class is significantly weaker than 2026 class. Mm-hmm. So one of them was a future Suns pick. I think
in 2031. That's just such a crap. No one knows of the 2031 draft.
But the 2020
nice asset to have.
One of them was a Lakers pick from 2027. That's not going to be a lottery pick. You know that they're going to keep.
Well,
they would need a Luke injury.
I mean, okay.
Well, yeah, what if Luka Doncic just gets injured?
That's the only way.
Any pick can turn to a lottery pick if your best player gets hurt.
You think a Luka team's going to be in the lottery?
Well, LeBron's gone, right?
That would help them.
I think.
I mean, they're borderline playing right now.
Yeah, LeBron's a good. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, exactly. They will be a better team next year.
I don't know if they'd be better.
I think they
without LeBron and getting younger players in there.
Well, what younger players? Who are they bringing in?
That's the thing. Like, who's Rob Pelinka bringing in?
I don't know.
What if LeBron goes and no one comes in?
LeBron's salary, what he makes at his age, and how he can't play back-to-backs, like. They need to move on.
But where are they capped though? LeBron could leave, and you can't replace that money.
Are you trusting Rob Pelinka to bring in the right players? Because he really, there's nothing that shows you he can.
Listen, and I am not a fan of this Lakers, franchise direction. I think they will be in a better spot next year. I trust that they will be.
I just don't think they'll be in the lottery outside of Luka getting
a lottery
for a significant period of time.
By the way, Utah right now is projected at the 6th pick.
Even then,
the lottery, obviously.
Even if they are a lottery team, Lakers, whatever, it's still a significantly weaker class. This is not a strong class in 2027.
That seems to be the.
So that's why it's not costing as much. Yeah. So the Jazz, then you're building around a core of you got George, who's really
very, very good.
Yeah, Bailey seems to be coming along lately. I'm looking at his stats. I have not watched a lot of Jazz games. Up.
George is awesome.
I just said his name.
I know, I'm just saying.
Okay. Bailey's coming along a little bit, and obviously it seems like maybe they could trade Kessler, right? Like that's the kind of odd man out there.
They could,
or they can keep him.
They just have so much size. They got a lot of size.
All the trees and block everything, and no one can take anything to the paint. I don't know. I think it's a nice little move there. It's shocking. It's not one of the places I thought Jaren Jackson was going to end up. There was a lot of other teams talking about it.
I thought Detroit would have been a perfect fit, but they've done nothing.
Get Towns out of my life.
I want to mention this about the Jazz. Remember, their pick is protected 1 through 8. What do the Jazz usually do around this time of year? Don't be surprised if a month from now you're going to start seeing Jaren Jackson's load management. He's out. Lauri Markkanen, we're resting him. They just start resting their guys to secure that pick.
They do tank.
Yes. They're just going to say tanking without tanking. Yeah. It'd make it as blatant as possible.
They weren't winning a lot of games as it was, but yeah, obviously.
But
then you add Jaren Jackson to the fold, you get better. But yeah,
Jaren Jackson's gonna have a mysterious injury a month from now.
Okay, I don't hate that.
Similar to how Trae Young just got traded to the Wizards, and there's just no update on his return whatsoever.
No, Trae Young's gone.
Trae Young will not play a game for the Wizards.
He made that abundantly clear. We're trading Trae Young, and he will not be playing for this team. I was very excited at first, like, the Wizards, maybe the Knicks get the pick. No,
there's zero chance Trae Young plays.
They're making sure we don't get it.
Knicks won by 100 last night against them. Other minor trades.
I want to show this tweet. Public this tweet at @meekphil_. You don't know anything about football unless it's playing fantasy. Well, Eric, I said I was off on fantasy this year, so I don't know any football.
Damn.
There you go, Meek.
A couple minor trades. Vucevic goes to the Celtics. Vucevic. Vucevic goes. Vooch. Celtics.
For Simons, who was playing well for them.
But at the end of the day, was viewed throughout the year as expendable and someone they would flip potentially.
Correct. For the second the trade was made, he was seen as that.
Right. And then Greeny, I think the day before, wrote how he's like, I think this guy's part of the future and beyond. So this tough timing. So Vucevic.
That's a good trade. That's a good trade for them.
This guy shoots
since the beginning of last year's season. He shoots 40% from 3. He rebounds. He basically does what Simons does from 3, but also can be a big inside. It makes him a better team, and it convinces me they're confident Tatum's coming back.
Yeah, it does signal
I'm not sure you trade Simons unless you think Tatum's back. It makes him a better team. The East is better. Obviously, what Cleveland did yesterday. We'll see what the Knicks do in the next 24 hours or whatever, 27 hours, the deadline. But I like the trade a lot for them, and they have some roster flexibility to potentially do one more thing between now and tomorrow. But they're a better team.
Are you worried that he's a horrific defender? And he's older.
It's only for 1 year. It's only for
I don't love that he's a big man. He's not a great defender, but he shoots for this team.
He's a shooter, man. He's been a shooter since his days at USC. Since he's come to the league, he's always been a great big man shooter.
So, Mike, can I play devil's advocate for a second? So
I know you're going to. That's all you've done the first 24 minutes here.
I don't think so. I've said what I've meant. You
thought about Cleveland, but then said I like the trade. You did it for 10 minutes.
I do like it. I was the overall philosophy. That's why. With this, my concern here with the Celtics is that Tatum is not coming back, and they simply did this to get under the tax. There was a level of tax they were able to get under by making this trade.
They're still $6 million over.
Right, but
they got under the second.
They got under a certain apron.
Yes.
Just by making this trade, so they're in a better spot. So, Tatum, I hope Tatum comes back, obviously, but there is a world where Tatum's not coming back, and they simply did this to save money.
I think that's actually what happened. I just don't buy Tatum's coming back this year.
That's my concern, Matt. And I think this team's playing pretty well with Simons.
And if that's then the new owner, Bill Chisholm, should take a truckload of shit if that's what he did. If they made the team, if they
fuck with the good thing.
If they took a guy like he does what Tatum can do, provide scoring. This guy Vooch does it differently. So if that ends up being the case, doesn't come back, there'll be some questions about why they did it. I'm choosing to believe they did it because they know he's coming back. But that you're devil's advocate in this case, 100%.
Now let me also throw in this. Did it thought with the Thunder being as good as they were, did it cross your mind to trade Tatum and Brown together and just start over?
The Celtics are one of the teams that can win.
Just punt. Yeah.
The Celtics,
you know what?
The Celtics are in that. The Celtics are in that group that can win. I think. If Tatum comes back, he's healthy.
I'm having fun.
I still just don't believe he's coming back.
No, I mean like next year. Like I believe that.
What is that? So, Clemmer, are you on record today, like right before the trade deadline? Maybe we'll wait till after the trade deadline, but I'd be curious what your list is of the teams that should care about this year, given the Thunder are so good. Like, who should care about trying to win?
Who has a legitimate chance of winning?
But the trade deadline, it's tough to do it the day before the trade deadline because things could change pretty rapidly in the next 20 seconds.
I mean, if Houston gets a point guard, then they're in the mix. I think San Antonio, Denver, Oklahoma City.
Houston is presently constructed. No, though.
Right.
Okay.
I don't think any. I think other than those three teams, no one has a.
Not Minnesota.
I don't think they have a.
They've jumped to the third best odds as they soar to the front line of the Giannis.
They're on that brink for me. If they get Giannis, then that's different.
I know.
I think they can do it without Giannis.
You think they can get by San Antonio and Oklahoma City?
Yes, because the playoff experience that they have, they've just made back-to-back Western Conference Finals. They have a superstar in Anthony Edwards. Right. They have a really good defensive team.
Let's put them in there. So you got four teams I think have like a decent to like okay chance to win it.
And not a single team in the East.
I don't think so.
Well,
wow. Okay.
Well, I mean the odds. What are the odds to win a title?
I don't want to recap what was just said earlier, but like you saw the Pacers undermanned last year gave the Thunder all they could handle.
Right. So what are the odds?
There are better teams.
Odds to win a title.
There's a reason Oklahoma City's plus 140. Like that's
because if you put them at plus like 300s, like people are gonna jump on them.
No, but
the Cavs are third though.
The Cavs are third.
That's crazy.
Knicks
hard
are
to move
fifth.
them that much.
I know.
Knicks are fifth. Celtics are sixth. So that's
sure. But the difference in the odds. My whole thing is Oklahoma City is such a giant that it's going to be really hard to get past them. Like, not saying impossible, but very challenging.
There's a DraftKings line I just want to show you guys right now that I just can't believe. More regular season wins. The Celtics are the Cavs. Minus 135 Celtics. Cavs plus 110.
Currently, they're Celtics have 3 less losses. No, sorry. I can't read this right. Yeah, 3 less losses than the Cavs.
I'm like crazy for thinking.
32 and 18 versus 30 and 21.
I think the Celtics are so much better than the Cavs still.
Listen,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, this Celtics team is surprising the hell out of me.
The problem is they are one injury away from it being really bad.
I get it.
They've really gotten some good injury luck. And it's held together, and the team's good as it is. But as you mentioned, the stretch run here,
they're doing it. I give them a ton of credit.
Yeah, 100%. Interesting odds. It is stunning how Vegas really does love this Harden trade that much. There's a lot of.
I think they just really didn't like Garland. That shows more than anything.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a player that's actually going to be on the court.
Yeah, that too.
Addition by subtraction. There was another minor trade. We had talked about if the Pistons were going to do anything, they immediately did something. Now it's very minor.
That 3-teamer, I'll pull that
3-teamer. But what this did was clear up Minnesota cap space, right?
Yes.
They could have took on Kobe White in the deal, and they chose not to because they have their eyes on Giannis still.
Right. So that's the most interesting part of that trade is Minnesota now has some more room to work with.
Do we think Giannis is getting moved?
I still don't.
There was a really annoying Giannis quote that came out. Is it this? No, that's the trade.
That's the trade. I just want to show that.
No,
I mean, we can talk to Detroit did get Kevin Huerter, which helps, but
I do like Kevin Huerter. What was the Giannis?
It's getting like late. Like there's only 26 hours left. I just don't think this happens.
I think it was always going to be that.
I kind of have a weird feeling they're going to pull it off.
Really?
I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Just like a hunch.
So where Warriors?
No, the
Warriors. I think
the Timberwolves.
Oh, Timberwolves.
And honestly, I think part of it's the cynic Knicks fan in me that's going to watch a centerpiece of the trade be like Randall and like DiVincenzo.
It'll crush me.
And I'm going to want to like jump off the bridge.
Giannis's quote.
Like being like, and especially because that was another trade in real time that when they made the Towns trade in real time, I was like, I don't like this. And then if they end up trading the 2 key pieces for Towns just for like, obviously he's going to take more than that.
I think that would be more so salary.
If those are like the key parts of it in terms of salary, just player as well, I'm going to be.
Those guys just be salary fillers.
Of course.
It just comes down to how many firsts they get for Jaden McDaniels. Because if you honestly look at value, it's like Jaden McDaniels and OG Anunoby would probably worth the same on the open market in terms of trade value, I think.
But there's still a part of me, too, is I don't know how Hubs and Meek feel about this, but we still like that 1 month after they traded for OG, when it was like OG, Brunson, Randall. They were the best team in the NBA. Granted, it was
2 games.
It was 1 month. It was I think they went 14th and 2 of the month of January.
Obliterated teams.
And then and they played a bunch of good teams like the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, good teams in that stretch. And we never got to see that combo again. And that still like irks me to this day.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I think that maybe I understand that Towns, especially at the time, younger, had more years on his contract. But I mean, Randall's just been better.
Yeah.
Like, especially this year, he's just been better.
He also defends.
That's what I'm saying. He's not as big. He doesn't shoot quite as efficiently. But, I mean, he can defend. I don't know. I just wish we had gotten to see that combo for a longer period of time because they were playing phenomenal together.
Here's a Giannis quote that pissed me off. I'm just tired of this, buddy. What I want deep down in my heart is I want to be a Milwaukee Buck for the rest of my career and win here. Enough.
When did he say that?
Last night. Enough. So just pick what you want to do. You can't have both.
Is there a chance he's being honest? No, right?
No, I think he's like if he goes on further, basically to say like he wants to win, he wants to compete for a championship. He doesn't want to fight for a play-in. Like that's not what he envisioned here. So like if they can't do that anymore, then he wants out basically. But it's like just fucking say, listen, you won your title. You're very likable. No one's really gonna hold it to you. But stop playing the both. Stop trying to play both sides.
And then there's one report that says like the Bucks are hoping for some lottery luck to like help.
They were like one last gasp is we end up with the
Adam
guys.
Silver help us out.
Come on, man, just get this going. So yeah, I'm in with Ev. I kind of think something gets done.
Really? All right.
Kind of do.
I just think if you're the Bucks, like it's just time.
Yeah.
You got to make something happen. The Timberwolves are making all the moves to make it happen. You get DiVincenzo, Randall, McDaniels, get a bunch of picks, and you start over.
Yep.
And while we're talking, I just want to talk about the Warriors offer, which would be like Draymond, Pods, Kuminga. There is a report of this that Draymond Green would have mutual interest in joining the Lakers. So let's say hypothetically Draymond gets traded to Milwaukee, he'd get bought out. He'd just sign with the Lakers on like the buyout market.
Could use his defense.
It could definitely that's a
that
piece.
Would be the Lakers.
That's a cheap piece that could use.
That'd be the Lakers like addition.
He would be a good fit for them actually.
Definitely. And he's talked about he wants to play with LeBron. His quotes last night. He's accepted like that. He's he would move on if it ends with.
I wonder if it would
if it ends, what a fucking run it's been. And he would not be upset if they trade him if that's what's best for the organization. It is a crazy move in my mind. I never envisioned Steph and him separating. Obviously, towards the end of the career, it makes more sense, and Clay's been already gone. But Draymond, like, is responsible for a lot of what Steph, like their chemistry, their telepathic, connection they've had over the years in the championships, like. Those don't happen without Draymond. People like to shit on Draymond and whatever. That's fair.
Huge piece to those things.
But I would imagine Steph Curry when he goes into the Hall of Fame. Like I feel like Draymond introduces him. I feel like that's
they may all enter the Hall of Fame the same year.
What?
They may all enter the Hall of Fame the same year if they
might. But
I
mean, Draymond is that integral to his career.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah. So obviously he could have. His dad could do it too.
Is there a chance the Warriors trade Draymond for picks?
I don't know.
Who's giving up picks for expiring Draymond Green?
I don't think so.
Oh, no, he has another year left.
No, he's a player option, which I
thought he had another year left.
It's a player option, so he could.
He feels like a buyout candidate, Clemmer, right? Like
he does. I just didn't know if someone was willing to if you could negotiate with someone. Although also you need to get something back, right? Because he makes $27 million. So
yeah, it's a $27 million player option.
It's a player option. I'm sorry.
There's a chance he could. Obviously, he could pick it up.
Or could you trade him for a younger player? Like, you know what I mean? Like, with the salaries.
I don't think there's any trade value, whatsoever.
Let's go to football. There was some good basketball segments there. We'll go around the horn here with some stuff. Let's start with the biggest current NFL news, Frank Reich.
Yeah. Why are you laughing?
Woo!
All this guy does is laugh at the Jets.
I didn't even know where he was, man. I didn't know he was at Stanford.
He went to Stanford.
I thought he was gone.
Yeah, their head coach. There was a problem with their head coach, and Andrew Luck basically called him in the supermarket and was like, "Can you help coach?" And they won a few games.
I don't know. I think Frank Reich actually is a decent hire. I'm hoping that by week 17, Frank Reich is our head coach because we would have fired Aaron Glenn.
I think week 17 is way too generous. I think.
What did you say in the chat? Week 5.
I think week 5 he's the head coach. I think if they start out 1-3 and it's just the same.
1-3, shit, Aaron Glenn keeps his job. 0-4, maybe not.
1-3 keeps his job.
0-4, he's still there.
I think you're right.
But you agree, Clever, you agree his head coaching experience is one of the reasons why, because they want a backup plan in case they have to fire the head coach.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance. I hope Hubs is right. I don't think there's any chance Glenn's gone before week 8. But if he is gone, then Frank Reich comes in. Okay. Yeah, sure. Cool.
Yeah, and then
I'd rather have him as a coach.
A year from now, both are not associated with the Jets.
All right.
Correct.
That's fine.
It's a hilarious hire.
Why is it hilarious? Okay.
Because
I will shit on the Jets all the time. This hire actually kind of makes sense.
No, it's hilarious because you just know he's not going to be there in a year. Like, this is like usually you're hiring an offensive coordinator. All right, that's the direction of our offense. Like, you know, this guy is just not going to be a part of this team in a year. Like,
yeah, he's also like in his 60s. Like, I'm okay with that.
And like and we're talking about how he's going to take over as head coach. That's hilarious.
Yeah, all right. I get. When you are in, you gotta remember where the Jets fan is. The Jets fan is in such a level of hell, and such a level of like I always compare it to being homeless. You're not. There's no more shame. There's no more.
Nothing can hurt you.
Nothing can. Yeah. It's just like, oh, you're just kind of existing. You're kind of existing in this world. You're just trying to get through the day.
You've been stripped down of everything.
Yes. You have no. There's nothing good. You know. You hope for this. You hope something will break your way, but unfortunately, probably life has dealt you a lot of bad hands, and you're just like, all right, it kind of just is what it is at this point. And like, all right, like this isn't the worst thing in the world. This is someone giving me a nice sandwich, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna eat it.
Like Reich's a sandwich.
Yeah.
But still when Mutt laughs at it, you get upset.
Yes.
Like you say all that, like there's no shame, but then when people laugh at the hire, then you get visibly upset.
Because it's like, man, like this isn't that bad. Like don't like there's so much bad. Don't laugh at the guy giving me.
No, you want to notice you're like the guy in the street who like you're a homeless guy where like maybe you're laying on like a pad or something. And someone kicks it, and you still have enough fighting to be like, "Hey, what the fuck, man?" You still have enough,
I do, yeah.
Basically, when if
Mutt's a kind of scumbag that would kick my little pad.
If a pedestrian spits on you on the walk by, he's gonna get a piece of your mind at least.
Yes, yeah, and that's the kind of person.
You're not just getting spit on and chalking up as it's raining.
Correct, right? Yes, it's just like things are but in this case, this particular one isolated situation, this isn't so bad.
He's not the worst coach.
No, this isn't so bad.
It's funny though. Did you? I'm sure. I didn't know he was at Stanford. Did you guys know he was at Stanford?
I was aware.
We talked about it on the show a couple times. I didn't know until Marty told me. I think
but I'm also deep in the college football weeds. Yeah, so that was known. Yeah, they had because it was Torrey Taylor, I believe is his name, the coach prior, and kind of just like in the summer, he just randomly left Stanford out of nowhere. Yep. And basically, the word was that Luck called Frank Reich. I believe Reich is a Stanford alum. I believe. I could be wrong on that. I think he is, though.
Right.
And called him as borderline a favor.
Right.
Basically, was like, "Will you coach the team?"
He did okay, right?
They did okay
for what the situation was.
They did better than probably expectations.
He's not he's Maryland.
Oh, interesting. Oh. I thought there was a tie there. I wasn't 100% sure.
See if he ever
played with Zolak in Maryland.
Maybe the Colts. The Colts tie, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah.
That's why
Colts tie. Colts tie for sure. Yeah, that was his first. That was his first college gig.
There we go. Look at this. He's got multi-dimensional.
Let's say the guy never coached college. All of a sudden, he woke up one morning, and by the end of the day, he was the head coach of Stanford.
He had no idea.
When he woke up that morning, he had no intention of coaching college football. By the end of the day, he was the head coach of Stanford.
To his credit, though, they fought in.
They actually were better than people thought they would be.
How you like that, Mutt?
Yeah, I find it hilarious, man.
Why is that funny?
I know why they're doing it. I'm with you. It's a great safety net to have when they fire Glenn, but it's what a Jet hire, Frank Reich in 2026.
Why is that? That's not so bad.
You guys are off and running, man.
Oh God, I really hope the Seahawks.
I think it's also.
I really hope the Seahawks just beat the hell out of your team. Man.
I think it's tough with the Jets too because like you guys are in such a spot where like even if the coordinator hires, like you're getting last licks on everything.
Well, that has to do with that's Jets' incompetence.
That's what I'm saying.
We waited so long.
Every good OC is saying I will go anywhere before the Jets.
Why did the Jets wait until 5 weeks after the season to fire everyone? It makes no sense.
No, but that's
it's genius. You're waiting there silently, ready to.
Another Aaron Glenn fuck up.
You know what it is? I think it's because they know they don't have a choice. It almost looks better optically.
Yeah.
Than to have every single any competent potential hire is not interested in interviewing with the Jets.
Aaron Glenn is such an idiot.
Or they'd rather sit a year out than be the OC of the Jets.
This is like when John Idzik was the GM. He was a capologist who had no idea about football, and he was just making these insane moves. And you're just like, I just need this to be over. I just need Aaron Glenn to be over. But then it's going to be more. It doesn't matter.
You have all the picks.
You have the picks.
You have a war chest of picks.
2 first-round picks.
And 3 next year.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
In multiple seconds
That's
over the next couple of years.
That's a good thing. That's a positive.
That'll work.
Trying to stay positive.
Got to draft good players, though.
I don't need people like Mutt laughing at me.
It's just the picks don't mean anything. You don't draft good players. Got to draft good players.
When you do draft the good players, you don't have other good players around them, and then they have to get traded away to restart.
Correct, because they weirdly have had multiple and have drafted decent players.
Correct.
So then you're wrong. So then you should apologize. You just said the opposite.
Me? Oh.
But they got to. But you do have to draft good players.
That's why you want as many picks as possible. So in theory, you can't fuck it up.
But you don't draft.
But we're saying the point that you can have all the picks and still fuck them up.
Correct.
Well, no, but you have better odds.
You're saying the Jets are so bad they can even draft good players and still fuck it up somehow.
Correct. Well, at least our.
But still,
I'll say this.
Yeah,
the Giants haven't had a laundry list of great things. There is a list that you guys are on, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can talk about that if you want.
I mean, God.
I mean, I know it's just odd. I don't know. It might be a little, I mean, Woody Johnson, bad owner for sure, horrible owner. At least he's, doesn't have a.
Well, I mean, Tisch isn't the owner.
Wow.
He's a owner. He has
owner. Yeah.
He has ownership. He's not the owner.
Are you a fan?
Am I a fan of Steve Tisch? We'll see how this plays out.
I wouldn't be. I don't think.
It
doesn't look good for your guy.
I mean, no. I mean, the Mariners are the owner of the New York Football Giants.
Okay.
Mutt. Tony Dungy.
Yeah, I just a chicken shit move by him.
Yeah.
Like I everyone know, like, to pretend that we don't know if Kraft or Belichick got in yet and to hide behind that was awful look for him. I assume he voted for both, but like the word's out. Like they fucked up this year. The Hall of Fame is a disaster. They're going to change the voting rules for next year. I just admit it. Like, say what you voted for and don't wait until, what is it, tomorrow night we're going to find out.
You think based off of his comment, so what we're referring to is he refused comment on whether he voted for Belichick or Kraft for the Hall of Fame, saying
he hid behind the fact that we don't know the results yet.
Yeah.
When we know the results.
So you think based off that he still voted for them in?
I think he voted for him. Yes.
Really?
I don't think he did, because why? If he voted for him,
just say it. It's not like it's illegal to say it.
Because I think he's one of these NFL first guys who's afraid of the league. The league sent that email out. We're taking this very seriously. These leaks. Meanwhile, there's leaks everywhere. I think he's playing by the rules. We're going to find out that Tony, he has a brain. He knows what a Hall of Famer is. He's in the Hall of Fame. He knows these two guys should be in the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to expect that he just did not want to. He didn't want to have to answer questions about it because it makes the Hall of Fame and the NFL look bad, and he's tied to both. I hope he talks more about it on Sunday. On NBC, he's got the Super Bowl.
Did I see that he's
going? What happens?
Did I see he's going to Alcatraz with Collinsworth's son and Rodney Harrison? They're doing like pregame coverage from Alcatraz.
I did not see the coverage yet. What makes sense? There's a lot of people that have been there. Like the radio
I think Harrison and him should go at it.
Oh.
That'd be good.
It should be like a Hell in the Cell or something.
I don't think there's any. I'd be stunned if Dungy did vote for them, because wasn't the word in the street? Polian is the one that was like banging the table, and Polian and Dungy are super tight. So
but Polian came out and said he did vote for them.
Yeah, I don't.
95%
at least.
But he also didn't recall at first. Took him a while to remember, which I find troubling.
Yeah, I mean,
for a Hall of Fame voter couldn't remember 100% if he voted for somebody. Yeah,
that tells me you don't take it seriously and you should never vote. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I mean, Tony Dungy also being baseball Hall of Fame. You can make your ballots public before this announcement.
Yeah,
most guys do.
Right.
That's perfectly fine. You can say, by saying who you voted for, you're not saying who's getting in. You're just simply saying you're 2% of your vote. So that's how.
But Clemmer, they love the secret society of football media. They sit in this room and Peter King nominates somebody and they talk about him and they vote on it. It's just a circle jerk of football insiders. I wish that we'd get the public votes out of this. We're not going to. We will get a change because the owners and the contributors and the veteran players and the coaches all being in the same mix is stupid.
Right.
The players are different. Like I heard Brady joke with Cowherd yesterday that maybe he won't get in.
Yeah, he's like, this isn't looking good for me. Yeah.
But the players are in a different pot. They're not. They can't screw that up. But there'll be a different format next year. But it's an embarrassing week for Hall of Fame.
Very bad.
Very, very much so. And this is Kraft's second chance that he hasn't gotten in. He could have gotten in last year, right?
He's been on the ballot since 2012.
Like, what are we doing? He's the best owner I've seen in any sport in my life.
Right.
What are we doing?
Their Spygate, Deflategate, personal stuff.
Oh, yeah, much better than George Steinbrenner. He also didn't get suspended. He also isn't.
I mean, They've had more cheating scandals than anyone. Didn't get suspended.
George Steinbrenner was suspended for a year or more than that, right? And also, wasn't he a convicted felon? I'm just saying. I mean,
who cares? Convicted felon of what? For what?
He's a convicted felon for dealing with Nixon stuff back in the 70s. He's a convicted felon.
Nah, that's nothing. Convicted felon. You're saying it like a Karen. Convicted felon.
I will still say I would put Kraft.
I mean, I'm saying as someone who's speaking facts.
Like convicted felon could be like a truly heinous crime, and it could be also be like a.
Billy Martin had a great line. He's like, Reggie Jackson and George Snyder are both liars. One's a born liar, one's convicted.
I guess, but even that.
I mean, he also got suspended for spying on Dave Winfield. For having Howard Spirit spy on him for
a wild time.
It's insane. I mean,
George Steinbrenner in the social media.
George Steinbrenner was a great owner with his wallet, but not a. But the reason those Yankees.
Well, he was a great owner with how many championships he won.
Well, the reason they won those.
You want to talk about did it? He just won more than everyone else.
Okay, why do you think you had Jeter? Why do you think you had the core four?
I know.
Who was the owner then? It wasn't Steinbrenner because he was suspended.
He's still the owner of the team.
Well, he wasn't actually.
But he was. He was suspended for that.
Suspended for life at one point, and then he got back in.
So he wasn't suspended for life, clearly.
But in that time frame, he was.
But he wasn't.
He had a light. Well, that's what the conviction was at that time. He was convicted for life, and that's why he didn't trade away those prospects for once. He didn't trade people away in a scramble.
I'm just thinking of other
phenomenal
owners. What about Jerry Buss? Would you put him over Kraft or?
I put Kraft over Buss.
Because Buss is 10-time world champ, 10-time NBA champion. But
I think what Kraft has done, not only
because he turned a garbage team into like a dynasty,
and also like what he's done, like the TV contract, building the NFL, building a stadium, keeping the team there.
Lockout. He was credited with fixing the lockout in 2011.
Yeah, like
which Jeff Saturday gave him a lot of credit for.
Yep.
His influence in the NFL, on top of being this incredibly winning owner, and also taking this garbage franchise. I mean, Steinbrenner took over the Yankees. Like, there's a big difference between that and taking over the Patriots in the early 90s.
They're like taking over the Lakers. Like,
and don't get me wrong, George Steinbrenner, by the way, is one of the great owners. He should be in the Hall of Fame. But to me, he's a level below Kraft.
Are there any other great owners that I'm missing? Like
flags fly forever. Speak for themselves.
Jerry Jones in the 90s, but like
yeah, but doesn't Kraft have more? Does Kraft have more flags?
Kraft
maybe
has 6
not.
Super Bowls.
I guess Steinbrenner has 7.
At least.
Oh, he's got 7. 77, 78. The 4 with the, and then the fifth.
The fifth
so
one,
7.
Yeah. Well, Kraft could have 7.
So Kraft needs this just to tie.
He's chasing Steinbrenner.
He needs this just to tie the great George storyline.
He also did own the team for less time.
The only show promoting the storyline, Kraft versus Steinbrenner.
Where else can you get this? Steinbrenner versus Kraft.
That's all that matters.
Let's go.
There is baseball news that we can get into. That's kind of new. The Pittsburgh Pirates have their eyes on Framber Valdez for Ken Rosenthal.
They tried to get Suarez.
That'd be quite the rotation.
So I think they do have a little extra money kicking around. That would be quite a rotation.
It'd be something. It'd be interesting.
They need offense.
They do. They definitely need offense.
They have interest in Marcelo.
There's no
anyone score before the 6th inning.
I said that's a good fit for them. Kind of like no one wants him, but like he has pop.
Who? Marcelo Ozuna.
But it's a good.
But like, not a bad guy to throw in the middle of a shitty lineup.
I know.
Hilarious that that's the 2 guys they're after, Ozuna and Framber. 2 just like people that no one likes in baseball.
That's who's left. I mean, I should say. I mean, there's a reason those guys are both still out there.
Right.
Do you think this is just a sign of like Framber doesn't want to go to Baltimore? Like,
there's no telling what they're offering.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if Baltimore's offering a ton of money. Or a ton of years, or both.
It feels like if Framber was going to be an Oriole, it would have happened by now.
Sounds like Toronto's in on Framber.
And maybe that's just his agent trying to get Baltimore to up their offer. I have no idea.
You still have Zach Allen out there. You do still have Chris Bassett out there. So there are some good arms.
And teams are starting to report to spring training.
I know.
Where is Gowan going? That's crazy.
He was trying. I guess there was some interest, maybe Arizona, and then Gowan was very high on that. He's like, I'd love to go back. He said that.
And they don't have to give up the pick either. So
I know.
I wonder if it's offer him the qualifying offer.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if you see him go back for like 1.3.
He should do that for a prove-it year and have a big year, and then you get paid. That's what he should be after. Let's go to the NFL real quick. For our side, well, football. Flag football game was great. The flag football game.
Crazy catches.
Wait, you mean the after dark, not the
after dark. Our game was great.
Thank God. Okay, got it.
I had no idea even the real Pro Bowl was happening. That's insane.
Well, the Pro Bowl died last night. Why is it on a Tuesday night?
So bad.
Crazy.
Do we have the clip of Rico bodying Marty? Marty played great. He tore his shorts, but this clip of he was talking about like press coverage of Rico and how he's like, I invite that. I'll smack his
belly,
smack his stomach, and then Rico just puts him on his ass. Quite a flop too, I think, from Marty. It's in Viva, I think.
I was looking for it this morning. I
saw
it
this
morning. Not find from the
I saw it. It's somewhere
me.
in Viva.
Bad job by me.
But yeah, that was a. Nikki Smokes just like terrorizing people with his running out of the QB, and Kadick had a great catch.
Mincy had a great catch.
Mincy had a great catch.
That was the play of the night. Mincy's one-handed touchdown was the play of the night. Although on the other side, White Sox Dave not knowing that
oh my God
the score was fucking unbelievable. You
so
have
weird.
Big Cat just screaming.
Everyone is letting him go. Everyone is letting him
score.
Yeah,
and he scored.
He stopped.
He stopped to listen, and he goes, "Oh, don't score!"
And then he went again.
I have the clip.
Okay. This is the mush.
That's awesome. Let's go.
Incredible.
Brick wall Bosco.
Do we have the White Sox Dave clip? Because that's
of him not going out of bounds.
It's so
weird.
It's so good.
Bosco had a great defensive play too on the quarterback at one point. Tremendous.
Oh
play.
yeah, and then he rubbed his hands on the back of.
Yeah, it was a weird celebration.
Very strange celebration.
It was a weird celebration, but he looked good. Yeah.
Beware of the dog.
This is it.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. So wait, hold on, freeze it for a second. So, Big Cat's team, their goal was to whittle down the clock to no time, then go for the win, basically score, and then go for three.
Tries to go for three. Katie, just turn around. Set hut.
No defense whatsoever.
Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. Dave, out of bounds.
Wait.
Stop.
Scores.
Screaming at him, get out of bounds.
What is he doing?
How did he misinterpret that? They said it blatantly. Everybody's mad at Kate is with Big Cat.
They're trying to score last. What is he doing?
What just happened there?
Gotta go for three. Dave tried to. We were trying to go all the way to the end, score a touchdown.
You want to stop
walk
it?
off with a three. We can't stop anyone on defense. I don't know why he scored that.
So weird.
And they end up losing because of that. So, just
he could have done? He could have stopped right before the goal line and just let the clock expire, and then step out of bounds the last second.
Yeah.
Or wait until it's 1 second, and then go over the goal line.
Defenders were coming, so they could.
Were they coming? You think?
They were coming to push him into the end zone. So, I don't think they would have let him do that. But yeah, just the.
I thought that's what he was doing at first. I'm like, oh, he's being actually really smart. He's using as much time as possible, then going out of bounds. But no, he just stepped over the goal line.
The refs were so bad in that, but the commentary was fantastic. Gruden,
so good.
Gruden was he thought it was Monday Night Football again. It was perfect.
It was great.
I think those are the moments where you like. We've been around Gruden so much now that it's you don't get numb to it, but there's still like a level of like familiarity, and then you have him on that, and you have a moment where you take a step back and you're like, this guy won a Super Bowl. He was the main guy on the Monday Night Football call for a decade.
Yep.
Yes.
And he's just calling a bunch of schleps
He's commentating Mincy.
Play flag football. And I love like how he has the perfect of like playing into the bit of like he's John Gruden, like taking it serious, but also like fucking around with it.
Perfect. I mean,
so funny.
He knows exactly like.
Yes, the temperature. He knows the perfect temperature of the room and how to navigate it.
He's so good with like people, and like just like understanding like I don't know like emotional intelligence with people. Like you can understand why he was a great coach of like 53 men.
Oh yeah.
Like he's so good at like talking to individual people, like how to speak to them. He's like next level with something.
Yeah, and then the Gannon clip
went nuclear.
Gannon clip had me laughing for minutes on minutes. His love language is just snap counts and 3-point stances.
Yeah. He just grabs you like both arms, like they love to like grab, like put your hand on like your shoulder, like your arm, like maybe a little behind the neck.
Yep.
Just give you a little, just feel you a little bit.
I love how much he loves football.
He loves football.
Like it's like one thing. It's like all right, like these guys do it. It's their job, whatever. But like it's not. It's his passion.
No.
Like that's how like I feel about baseball. Like I love that like he loves the sport so much. Like it's so cool that people we watch care that much.
He is.
I think before we got him, and even a little bit before he started making content on his own, before he started with us, he just had a studio in Tampa to just watch film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's not coaching anything.
Right.
Not like just love the game. He literally told Dave he just wanted to spread ball.
Yes.
Just spread the knowledge of football.
When Marty just
grow the game.
Marty just went down there. There will be a video. He was talking about it. He said when he walked into his house, he's just watching film.
Yeah, it's all he likes.
There are rooms dedicated in his house to film, like whole rooms.
Incredible.
I remember at the mini golf back in April, he doesn't watch TV shows. He was talking about, The Walking Dead is awesome.
Yeah.
Why aren't people talking about it?
Tell Marty. And it's like this like new show. Marty's like, it's been on for like 10 years.
You watch the show The Walking Dead? Yeah, so that was fantastic. If you haven't watched it yet, go on the YouTube and check that out.
There is some slight NBA news I can touch on. The Memphis Grizzlies will not work with John Morant to send him to his preferred destination.
That makes sense. He's owed them.
They will send him to the
Yeah,
best.
they
don't owe him shit.
They owe him absolutely zero.
Well, every team should operate anyway.
Perfect sense.
They may only get one offer for him.
Yeah, he's a net and he's gonna like.
I still think if he went to Houston, it could be a really good fit.
I don't think Houston wants him.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think it's clear very few teams want him.
The only team with a hint of interest we keep seeing is like Miami.
Yeah.
For Ja?
For Ja.
What about the Nets?
I haven't seen that.
That would be interesting.
I thought that was out there.
I didn't see that.
They have space too.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they have space. They don't have NBA players.
He fits well there.
Obviously, because not many teams do. I think they have the most space by far.
Them and the Wizards. The Wizards have like 50 million cap space.
Wizards do? And then somebody has a tiny bit left.
The Hornets, I think.
I forget somebody.
Con Kneppel in the 3-point contest for the Hornets.
Oh, all right.
That'd be fun.
I'll be taking him.
I have a prop that because I'm not here tomorrow, so I have a prop I really love. Sam Darnold 3+ rush attempts. It's plus 101. You figure if they win and he has a couple kneel downs, that counts.
That's all you're banking on though.
3 deals.
He doesn't really run.
He doesn't run a ton.
They don't use him for QB sneaks.
No.
Right.
So
Yeah, they use Barner.
I know. But all you need is 3. And what if it ends in the second half?
He had
You
3.
get that.
He had 3 attempts last week.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like a Robbie bet.
No, it doesn't. No, Robbie would pick some wide receiver he never heard of and
Like
try to
No, Robbie's bet is Bobo to have a yard.
Yeah.
That's
It's not a Robbie bet at all.
That's Blutman's bet.
That's a
Blutman's
good bet. I
bet?
like it.
Robbie would pick someone who's never going to touch the field.
Actually, Blutman told a hilarious story that a few years ago when Bubba was at the East-West Shrine Bowl, he interviewed him, and he told him his dad was his favorite player, and Bubba responded, "Why?" Honestly, hilarious. It made me like him so much.
So you guys don't like that Darnold play?
It's fine. I don't hate it, but I don't think I'll be playing.
What is Drake May's rushing attempts? Is that I'll be on?
8. I'm sorry,
I figured 7.5. Yeah, at least
That I'll be on. He will run.
he's gonna run a lot.
I will say I was pretty. I still don't know where I'm leaning, where I'm gonna bet, but I was pretty leaning Patriots until I saw this Warren Sharp clip that's going around.
I'm gonna say the same thing. I was gonna bring it up.
Cover
so
6 clip?
This
Yes.
cover
Cover
6
6
clip is just living in my head of how basically Drake May has no answer for cover 6, 0, and the numbers since. Was it who started?
It was the Bills. It was the
Bills.
second Bills game.
McDermott started.
They were the
playing
ones
it.
who discovered it, kind of.
Yeah. So McDermott started deploying this cover 6 in the second game versus them, and it worked. It shut him down. It allowed the Bills to come back and win that game.
The second half, yeah.
That was the game where they were down, I think, 21-0 to start, or something ridiculous.
First pass attempt.
Oh, my bad. I was just playing it.
Oh,
No, we can't show it. It's footage.
No,
but yeah.
I'm summarizing it, but it's basically like every team started to play it more and more versus him since then, and it worked. And the Seahawks do cover 6 a lot.
I think they do naturally, because
50%, I think
other teams started doing it because of the success the Bills had, but the Seahawks just naturally run it. I think the top 2 or 3 in football.
Yeah. So that is definitely a red flag for me with May. If they're deploying this defense, then
The difference with Seattle too, and obviously because the last few games they've won the games, but I mean, their offense is just much better than a Bo Nix Denver.
Yeah.
Clearly much better than a Stroud. Doesn't know what planet he's on Houston.
Yep.
So I think that's the difference. I think I'm going to be on the Seahawks. I was kind of back and forth. It's not even just that; they're just the far better team. They've just been considered. Seattle, as much as people didn't want to talk about it and still were leaning on the Rams, Seattle's been the Super Bowl favorite for 3 months now. Even before the consensus was that they were better than the Rams,
I think they only
Vegas and the odds thought they're better than the Rams. They've been the best team all year, the number 1 seed. They've beaten the best teams.
After that second Rams game is when the odds flipped, but they were 1 and 2 pretty much for months.
But
before,
even prior to that, I think they were still right there.
So you're on Seattle, Ev.
I think I'm going to be on Seattle. I haven't locked it in yet, but I think I'm going to be on
the
Seattle.
number still scares me with Seattle, but it does. I'm starting to feel. I like the under. I think more than anything.
I do
Yes.
too. I like the under as well.
More for what they just said about cover 6, and the Pats defense has played exceptional.
I think Pat's going to need it. I agree. They played really well. They're going to need it to be low scoring.
So I
think high scoring actually favors the Seahawks.
Yeah.
But I think it kind of favors Seattle regardless. Like, Seattle's shown they can play both ways.
Mm-hmm.
They can play a low-scoring game. They can go to have a Rams-type game both times where they have shootouts and win.
Definitely.
Their offense is just so efficient. Their run game is so good.
Yep.
That's been huge for them, too. Even without Charbonnet, Kenneth
Walker's been exceptional.
nuts.
I have a question for Mutt. Mutt, who wears number 7 on the Patriots?
Carlton Davis.
Carlton Davis. And the Patriots are going for their 7th Super Bowl. I have Carlton Davis plus 600 to get an interception.
Yeah, it's
wow. I like that. Meek.
He had 2 versus the Texans.
Everyone had one against Stroud.
I think the thing is, why keep coming back to in this game? And I'm going to pick the Patriots. Like, Sam Darnold was trending the wrong direction, had his game of his life. He still had 14 picks this year during the regular season, third most in the NFL.
20 turnovers.
The Seahawks turned the ball over second most in the NFL, behind only the Vikings.
This defense is Milton Williams came back, and he was the best player on the field for the Patriots against the Broncos. In the Super Bowl a year ago, he had 2 sacks, 2 hurries, and a deflection, and 23 pass rushes. Like, he is an absolute monster. And I like that matchup for the Patriots. I'm with you guys on low scoring, but I'll take Vrabel's defense against Sam Darnold. That, to me, is a matchup the Patriots that favors them. And especially if you think Darnold can't play back-to-back, like, all-time games. He was unbelievable.
He hasn't had a bad game in like 3 months.
It really was the second.
That second Rams game
It was really good. The first Rams game.
The first Rams game's my bad.
The 2 Rams games he's played.
He's had back-to-back good games, Mutt.
Yeah, there's some advanced metrics that I'm writing about on Friday that he was going like this. Like there was some stuff, the EPA stuff that was going this way in the second half of the year. And I give him credit. He played unbelievably against the Rams. I was way against him in that spot.
On the flip side, Drake May's played like ass lately. He hasn't played well.
Yeah, he's
played good in the playoffs
He's faced really good defenses, to be fair.
But he's playing another really good one.
I know.
Maybe a better one.
I think it's the first quarterback that's faced 3 top 5 defenses, and he'll face another one, obviously, because Ev said DVOA, like, Seattle's been off the charts all year defensively.
Yeah.
The one thing he's been good at with his legs, like you talk about prop stuff, Drake May overs on rushing. Like you've seen, they've opened it up with him running. Last game of the year, there'll be no holding him back. He's rushed all playoffs. I love his overs on rushing. Hunter Henry, the one place Seattle can get beat is in the middle of the field with tight ends. Gave up the 3rd most yards per game to opposing tight ends. Henry's been invisible in these playoffs. I think he has a good game. And then Meek, to his credit, weeks ago was on this, and DraftKings posted it. Over 2.5 different pass attempt or
players.
He loves that. He's done that for years.
It's hitting 3 of the last 4 Super Bowls.
And especially with Josh McDaniels, like he likes doing weird stuff.
Who's going to do it though? Who would do it?
Yeah.
Matt Collins had a pass attempt 3 years ago for the Raiders.
Okay.
Mark, they're on the Seattle. Why can't Seattle? They have guys who throw the football a little bit. So like, I love those.
I'll be on it. It's Meek's play.
It's also rooting for a trick play is awesome.
Yeah.
I remember rooting for last year Kenny Pickett. The year before that, it was was it McCaffrey? Or
Juwan Jennings threw it to McCaffrey.
That's what it was. And that was awesome watching that.
It makes every punt exciting too. You're like, oh, maybe it's a fake punt.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like the Henry play. I took Henry 40+ receiving yards. So I saw the low stats. When they get beat, it's the tight end.
DraftKings doing this happy hour boost thing. And one of them yesterday was any receiving prop you could boost up. I played the Henry one yesterday. Same thing.
All right, so are you taking the Patriots money line too? Are you that biased?
I played a lot more with the points because it did get up to, remember, the hours after the game was up to 5. Mm-hmm. So I have them plus the points, but I've come back and bet the money line a couple times.
Okay.
All right, let's go into some picks here. Thank you for those props. We're gonna do a lot more props tomorrow, but that was a good sprinkle. You guys won't be on tomorrow.
Also, Cooper Kupp has thrown a pass this year. It was an interception.
Oh,
I actually forgot about that.
The Patriots have not had a non-quarterback throw a pass. The Seahawks have had, just the Cooper Kupp interception.
Phil, you won King of the Court.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, did you really?
I did. Cooper Flag tied Jalen Johnson, 2 Duke guys. It's a $63 bonus bet. It would have been $150
if it hadn't tied.
If they hadn't tied, so I'm thinking of that because Cooper did split a pair of free throws in the 4th quarter. But I'm happy to win my 2nd King of the Court of the year. But Anthony Edwards won it for me back in December. I had a good feeling in Cooper Flag last night. He's been monster lately. Averaged 30 in 3 straight games. He was 1 rebound away from a double-double.
There you go.
Is Jokic playing tonight?
I think so.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are 5.5-point dogs. I know it's in New York, but
it was 7.5 when they thought he wasn't going to play.
The thing is, they're still missing so many other guys. No Aaron Gordon, no Brown.
Brown played last night, right? I think Brown returned last night, so maybe he's not doing back-to-backs.
Maybe.
But yeah, that's a fun game.
I'm taking that. I'm taking the Nuggets plus 5.5.
Okay. I'm going Raptors plus 1.5, Knicks minus 5.5, Spurs plus 2.5, Celtics plus 4.5, and Stanford plus 3.5.
Oh, there's pulled player props off the next game, even though I already took one.
F.
I'm on. I got Minnesota plus 8.5. I like them at home. I like Northwestern plus 15.5 at Illinois. And I like Stanford plus 3.5 at home against Clemson. I think it's a good spot. I don't like these teams having to travel all the way to the West Coast for a day.
I'm also on Minnesota money line too. They're playing the Raptors. It's in Toronto, but I'm with you guys. Raptors are fake.
I do have Toronto tonight. I think it's a good spot for them.
Really?
Yep. Phil?
I have Mikal Bridges 15 plus points minus 103. I think it's a good game leading up to a trade deadline tomorrow.
Worth the picks, right?
Yeah, 5 first-round picks.
Also, if that Giannis trade goes through, there's going to be some Minnesota guys.
That's true. That's true. That's a fair.
That might jump.
That's something to worry about with that Minnesota pick.
Hogwash.
Now the trade could be tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you may hold guys out just because.
Could.
You're right. No, you guys are right. It's fair.
That might be why that line is what it is.
The NBA usually doesn't pull guys. It's not like baseball where guys get pulled like you're watching for hugs. The only time I remember a player being traded mid-game was Harrison Barnes. I can't think of another time where a player was on the court.
Giannis left the court the other night, and people were freaking out. I think he just went to go get candy or something.
I'm talking active player. You're playing in the game, and it's oh shit, he just got traded.
Yeah. No, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Does Mutt have anything?
Mutt. Oh, Mutt. Wait, hold on. Do you have a quick golf thing this weekend? Waste management.
I have golf. I have two. Well, so let's shout out to Elio, Mr. Ice and Merles. They're in Columbus tonight, chasing goals. I'll be tailing those guys. And the over in the Columbus game, obviously. And then we ran into a buzzsaw last week, Hubs. I mean, crazy that you went against not Harris English. Well, I'm going to mention in a second. Justin Rose, who was unbelievable at 45 years old. He absolutely crushed last week. I kept betting live. Against him all week and got buried. You guys had a good conversation yesterday on this show about the Scotty Scheffler market. On DraftKings, you can bet the market with him or without him. I'm betting without Scotty markets, at least outrights until further notice.
Yep.
The price play I want this week is Harris English. He's 30-1. He's 22nd back-to-back tournaments start the year. He was top 30 here last year. I'm playing him top 10. I'm playing him in the minus Scotty market as well at 30-1. If you're betting, look for that market on DraftKings because Scotty Scheffler he's a machine right now. It's waste management. The 4-play guys are there. It's a great tournament. Harris English, the guy I would use if you're going to play with different, and DraftKings has a boost for you can do a top 20, top 30, top 40 parlay. I included him and Hideki Matsuyama and Siwoo Kim in a top 20 parlay as well. But Harris English, my guy this weekend.
Cool. Love that. Any other picks for tonight?
No, I'll tell Ilio with the guys.
Cool. All right, that is the show. We'll be back here tomorrow. We're going to do a lot of Super Bowl props. Tune in then. See you.